Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Mr. Fred and Friends. I'm your host, Fred Schultz, and got a great group of guys coming on tonight. The holidays are coming close. We're going to talk a little bit about that too, because next week I'll have my Christmas show next week, which I can't wait for. I love the Christmas show; it's so cool. Anyhow, I got some terrific people on tonight. I went to a big game. I didn't get to play because I've got a torn calf muscle, so I'm letting that thing heal. But I did go down and I went live and had a great time down there in game 2 down to San Luis Obispo at Gladiator Paintball Park. So tonight I'm going to have Mr. David Justin, the Reaper, Mr. Stefan Santersola, Gumby, Mean Gene from AutoCockerParts.com, Mr. Dennis B. from PBSL Legend, and Mr. Keith Kiko Man Kissel. And we are going to talk about the end game too. So, one thing I like doing is I have to thank the guys that were on last week. I had the guys from the Filipino Paintball Worldwide on last week, and they were absolutely terrific. I loved it. I'm actually going to have them back on here in a few more weeks. They were a great group, and we're trying to help build their organization, which does what? It builds paintball. That's right. That's exactly what we want to do. Is we want to build paintball. So I worked very hard at it. A lot of the guys I'm having on tonight. Matter of fact, all of them work extremely hard at building the sport of paintball. And I got some interesting people on tonight. I think you're gonna absolutely love it. These guys are pretty cool, and I can't wait. I honestly can't. I'm actually going to do my shout outs here real quick so I can get these guys on. Normally, I pull Bill Bailey up. Bill comes up and he jumps on with me every week, but Bill has some unexpected company came in this week, so I told him that I got some great guys on tonight, and we're going to let it roll at that, and it should be pretty cool. Chica Estrada is watching right now. Chica, every week, Chica tunes in. Great person, and not because he tunes in. He's just a good man. He really is, and that's the tape. When I talk about good people in paintball, that's what I'm talking about. People that like to spread the sport around and get it going. And I get a lot of Facebook users. And guys, I am so sorry because it just says Facebook user on my screen, so I can't tell who you are, which kind of sucks because I definitely like to give you credit for tuning in and watching us. I really do. I mean, we're up to 15 people already, and I only know one, Chico Estrada. So, but anyhow. We will get that up and running. I'm sure it'll work out here pretty soon. Let me get my shout outs real quick. I want to bring these guys on tonight. You're gonna like these guys. These guys are very entertaining. I'll let it go at that. So first of all, every week I start out at the very top. Bonchek is watching. How are you doing, Bonchek? Hey, I got David Justin on tonight. David Justin said he knows you. I'm going to hit him up when I pull him up here. And see if that's you. I see David's in the green room right now, and he's on the phone talking to his bookie. Either that or ordering a pizza. It's going to be one or the other. I'm not really sure which. It could actually be either one of those two. Anyhow, I'm going to start real quick. I give my shout outs every week. Start with Mr. Tim Schloss. Tim Schloss on Tiger Stripe Camouflage back in the day, and he has Gateway Paintball right now. And Tim is hosting the last, probably the biggest event of the WCPL in St. Louis in October. So, man, you're going to want to get to that. You're going to absolutely love it. I think it's going to be so cool. We're going to have such a great time. And then I mentioned Dan and John Colby. Boom, Immortal Air. Now, these guys Dan used to have Air America, and now it's Immortal Air. But I got to tell you, they have been my sponsor for over 31 years. Now, that's being with the same guys for a long time, and they're just absolutely terrific. And then I have to mention every week my good buddy, my big brother, Mr. Bud Orr. I see Bud was at a big game, a charity game that David went to this last week, and I got to tell you, I wish I could have went down to that, but after going to the end game and then coming back up here, I just couldn't make them all. But I seen David sent me a picture of him and Bud, and they looked like they were pretty happy. So anyhow, Mr. Bud Orr watches us every week. I'm sure he'll chime in here in a little while. And Mr. Tom Kay, Air Gun Designs, was my sponsor for years and years. Maker of the Automag, Mr. Rainey and Juvie Boucher. They had Paintball News back in the day. Now, Paintball News was cool. 2 times a month, you could go out to your field and you could get this magazine. Didn't cost you a penny for the player. You know, what just happened, what was coming up, what big games were, where all the fields were. I mean, precise locations, everything. I can never, ever say enough about what Rainey and Juvie Boucher did for paintball. As a matter of fact, everybody I'm listing here tonight have, back in the day, they worked their butts off for it, really did. Mr. Randy Camilla was editor for APG. Mr. Jerry Braun was the editor for Paintball Sport back in the day, and he now owns the Woods Ball Field in New York, which a WCPL event will be held at in June, and is by far one of my favorites. I just absolutely love it. Mr. Ross Alexander. Ross has Line SI. Matter of fact, I still have the very first Bushmaster pump that I got from him that I played my very first professional tournament with. I still have it, and I absolutely love it. No doubt about it. I really do. And then Mr. Jim Lively. I mention Jim every week because back in the day, there was 2 tournaments you wanted to do every year. You wanted to do Jim Lively's Masters and Jerry Braun's World Cup. Those, I mean, it was like a homecoming for all your best friends. It was just great. I would get so close to these events. I'd get so excited to go there because I knew I was going to see all my buddies. It was just absolutely great. And then, like I mentioned every week, I mentioned the Gong brothers, Jaden and Mark Jr. Their father, Mark, he kind of spearheaded this youth movement. I've been giving them a push everywhere I can. You know, Jennifer Montresor works real hard at it. Jamie Connolly, you know, all of these people are B. Youngs, Paxson. You know, they're all working very hard to bring up the young kids, which is going to keep our sport going, everybody. You know, that's our future right there is these kids. So, you know, I support all these people. I just, absolutely terrific. And last but not least, Mr. Gino. Oh, I'm going to blow his last name like I always do. So I'll just say Gino from Belkin. Gino's a great guy. You know, he doesn't pay me anything. So I'm going to start up by saying that. But what he does, what I see him do behind the scenes in paintball is just terrific. And, you know, Gino doesn't blow his own horn. So, you know, I'm going to toot it for him. He's just an absolutely terrific guy. And I'm proud to call him a friend. And what he does for paintball, I wish I could tell all of you exactly what he does. But he doesn't like me to do that. So I just don't do it. So, and then one more thing before I bring my guests on, I want to wish a good friend of mine and old codger, Mr. Rick Wilcox. Today is his birthday. So, you know, Rick, I know you're in your 90s or something like that. I'm not really sure what it was. But anyhow, from myself and from the paintball community, we all wish you a very happy and safe birthday, my good man. All right, everybody. Well, I did that in 10 minutes. So, you know, Steve McGuire would have been happy with me. He always says my monologue's too long. So it could be, could not be. Yeah, hell, you never know. So anyhow, I am going to start bringing up some of these people right now. And I am going to start You're going to love this guy, man. Everybody, please welcome Mr. David Reaper Justin.
Hey, west of the Rockies. Hey, Art Bell, how are you?
Yeah.
I'm a first-time caller, long-time listener.
Okay, yeah. You know, I can
this
see.
is not the Art Bell show.
Is that for better reception up there?
No, this is it's a conspiracy thing. I thought this was the Art Bell show.
Oh no! This is Beat the Clock. You catch three balls in your mouth, and you beat the clock.
I beat the clock. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I guess I don't need this anymore.
Oh, but I gotta tell you, you look so much better with it.
Hey, thank you. Hey, listen. Oh wait, I'm still talking to you. Hold on. Hey, listen. Do you see the guy from Africa in there? Hello, please. My name is Joseph Kufi Bentham from Africa, West Africa. I want to permit from. Dude, you need to filter these things. Do you see that?
No.
Hello. I think that's a spam. I don't think he's a paintball player.
Wow. Yeah, I can't. You know, I just look at that stuff just comes up. Facebook user. They come by so quick. I don't even know.
Well, congratulations with your international audience. I'm glad you can help people get their visas.
You know, this is the first time from Africa. You know, they watch your show actually in 8 different countries, but this first time I've got one from Africa. So
nice.
Yeah, pretty cool. You know, I got some pretty cool guys on here tonight too. Yeah, I seen you were at that the benefit down there. I wish I could have made that, but I seen Bud
What are you
showed
talking
up.
about? What are you talking about? This one? Hang on a second.
The last one. How many benefits you been to in the past week?
2, 3.
Nah,
let me just
I'm not talking about the benefit for you. I'm not talking about you sitting on the corner with a tin
You're
cup.
funny.
Come on.
You're funny. I
Yeah.
see where you went with that. That's funny.
Yeah, when you throw it to me, you know, I got to hit it out of the park. I'm sorry.
Let me see. I know softball, right? Let me see if
softball.
Let me see if I can bring this up. Hang on a second. Let's see if I can do. Let's see if your thing will allow me to do this and that and that.
I don't know. I've got a filter on you because I know you good. You just get out of hand. So
yeah, you don't want to see those pictures of me in Vegas.
No. What stays in Vegas? Exactly. I hope stays there, please.
All right, cool.
I haven't eaten yet.
It's not sharing. I'm gonna have to share it later. Anyway, how are you? I haven't seen you since 2 weeks. How's that?
It's been a long time. You're much taller. You know, between you and Gumby and his family, man, I thought I was standing in a hole all day long. I gotta tell you.
That's funny. Hey, can you see this?
You know what? When you say people look up to you, now I see what you meant. So, you know,
it's exactly. Hey, can you see what I'm doing here with my pictures?
No, but I see your Christmas tree. That's pretty good green screen.
Oh, you don't see what I'm sharing? Can you see? Look on your screen and see if you can share what I'm
I see it. I just don't want to give you any airtime.
Oh, I see. What are we looking at?
My buddy Bud.
There you go, right?
Yep.
Is that cool or what? Man, he was the star of the show. This was in the vendor area.
Yeah.
And he was hanging around.
How do you think he found out about it?
Yeah. We had a lot of what are you doing here? We had a lot of well, those are my Vegas pictures. Anyway, no, we had a lot of cool people at the event. Actually, I was when I first got there, this little leprechaun greeted me. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Greg Hastings. Greg Hastings, his beard, he has a beard.
I know, I see it. Yeah.
Right, and his face was all painted. He got hit in the mouth by a paintball. So he's Reaper. So we started talking about the video game that you and I are both in, and then he goes, "Come on, I want to introduce you around."
Have you seen it yet?
What's that?
Have you seen the video game we're in yet?
Yes, I've seen it. I've seen I've even seen myself 3D rendered. Have you seen that one?
Nobody shows me nothing. They just tell me, "Hey, you're in it. That's cool."
Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna. Did they ask for your pictures so they can the different angles of you? Did you do that one already?
I bet you they shot 150 pictures of me that day.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's what they're going to do. And then they basically render you in the 3D. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. It's a great thing that he's doing. Wolf and I, Alabaster Slim, B, we were all in Texas in 2016 at PAX promoting the game. We actually, PAX is a big video game cosplay thing that they do every year. And so We had our own booth. We had a huge booth, and we had a virtual reality set up for the game. So they've been working on this for a very long time, and it was fantastic.
Oh, cool. Very cool. Well, tonight we've got, you were at Endgame. I don't know which team you played on.
Both. Both.
You played on both? Oh,
Both.
that's how you call yourself a winner. I got it. I'm going to remember that.
In
I
the
like
morning,
that strategy.
in the morning, I play on one team, and then in the afternoon, I play on the winning team. Yes.
There you go. You're okay, David. I don't care what Gumby says. Anyhow, we got one of the generals here tonight. As a matter of fact, that I mentioned his name. How about we pull him up? Hey, Stefan, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, look who's here.
How you guys doing?
Boy, I got to tell you, one guy comes with tinfoil on his head talking to his bookie. The other guy's drinking out of his winning cup.
Hey, I couldn't have done it without the really good players that came out from all over, Southern California, Northern California, and then all the way from New York. New York Savage Beast, they really played well. I was surprised how well, and I just let them loose. Didn't have to tell them anything.
Yeah, that guy already texted me. Him and I are friends on Facebook now. As soon as he got back, he texted me right away. Man, I accepted him. I thought he was a cool guy, and I'm a sucker for sombrero too. I like the sombrero. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
On Dave.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we speaking to me? Okay.
No, actually not.
I was trying to readjust my Christmas lights here. Whoops, hang on a second. Oh, that's behind the ski. Oh, there we go. There we go.
They don't blink. How come?
Oh, because they're on my green screen.
I know what they're on, pal.
I'm just trying to fix them. Here you go. There you go.
There,
hey, you want a present?
That does look
here,
better.
Let me give you a present.
Yeah. Let me
More
give you guys
tequila,
one.
please.
Yeah.
More tequila. How was that tequila?
It wasn't bad. It was nice.
Oh,
I wouldn't turn it away.
No,
I don't like tequila, but I won't turn that away.
Fred was going to kick me off the show. Anybody that came by, I would say, hey, even the kids, hey, you want to? Fred, stop it, stop it. I'm like, I wasn't even looking behind me. I'm just like, hey, you want some? Like,
yeah, I know. Yeah, I noticed you started slurring your words towards the end too.
Yeah, of course I did.
That was pretty good.
Hey, listen,
let's bring in Kiko Man here. Mr. Keith Kissel. Kiko went down there with me. Kiko was doing behind the scenes. What's going on, Kiko Man?
Am I still Facebook user on my comments?
Wait, are you that guy?
No, I actually can see your name.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Pizza!
No.
I just
oh
woke
my
up.
God! Hey, sorry to interrupt you while you're eating.
This is the commercials, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Let me repeat this one here.
What's that? What's that
Milky
one?
Milky's all-purpose barbecue sauce. Just
Oh,
like
I love barbecue sauce.
Barbecues on the Sundays.
Dude, I love barbecue sauce.
4th of July. Milky's all-purpose barbecue sauce.
Oh,
nice seeing you. No.
Uh-oh. Sherilyn. Sherilyn Moo. How are you, Sherilyn Moo? I love you.
I know. Do you know her?
Very, very, very well. I've known her for a long time. It's about since 2015. Every time we're in Chicago, we always get together. She's amazing. Her and her husband. She does great things with the kids. She's just an amazing person.
Oh, very cool. And she didn't pay you to say that, huh? Because most people do.
Yeah, she did. I just checked my PayPal.
Oh, did you?
It's in.
Yes.
Who's
next?
next?
Another nickel richer. Right on.
Exactly. Who's next? Gumby, what's different? You had a beard, right?
Your beard's gone.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to shave my nose. When my nose starts running, I don't like having it all just stick in my beard.
Well,
and
but now it's going to drip on your lip.
Yeah, but it's easier to wipe off.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I got you. Yeah,
my days start early.
You do look a lot different, but you do look streamlined now. You know that?
Yeah. A little bit prettier.
Yeah,
he looks like what was the guy that was in the who were the cult guys that wore the Nikes and drank the Kool-Aid and went to bed? That's who you look like. You like the
those weren't the Branch Davidians. Those were the ones down in San Diego. I know which ones you're talking about.
The Comet. They followed the Comet and stuff like
the ones with the Nikes.
Yeah, that's what you look like. You like that guy. You probably got away. That's it.
Hey,
you got away. Hey,
I'm no eunuch.
Yeah.
Look, there's me. Hey, look, there's me and there's me. Look, how meta is that? Me and me.
You know, I told Kiko to cut you out. Kiko, I told you to
Seriously?
edit that.
He did such a good job. I mean,
No, he did.
You have such a great staff that you brought this guy down. He set up all the audio video stuff. It's he needs to come to Paintball to Go. Okay, I will go to Paintball to Go. Listen, he set up all the media and then he did the remote.
Yep.
He went out and did a remote. And dude, you did an A1 show that day. Thank you very much again for coming down.
Yeah, he did a good job. And you know, I got to tell you, you know, we got quite a few hits off that show, Dave. I think we were only live for what, about a half hour?
No, it was an hour. We were about an hour.
Was it that long?
Yeah.
Wow. Seems
it's
shorter with
tequila.
you. That's
Yeah,
funny.
you should-
Time
Usually
flies when
longer
you're
with
having
you.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly,
Lord.
right? Yeah, we got what's it called? We got almost, I think we're up to 1,000 views on that one now.
No, we're over 1,000 views on that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, we hit that a long time
You're
ago.
rolling with the big boy.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, the show last week that I did with the Filipino guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty good show. You know, you should jump in on one of those guys. This is a group that I'm trying to help them build their organization, you know, and they're the Filipino Paintball Worldwide. And last week, my buddy Bill joined it and he had 400 and some members. So now we're going to wait another 3 weeks. I'm going to have him back on again and see how many members we get then.
Hey, do me a favor. Can you go tell Neb it's past his bedtime? He's calling his grandpa's. It's past your bedtime, Neb.
Neb
and
is a
make sure you put all your crayons back in the box too.
I can't have you teasing Neb. Neb's a good guy.
Yeah.
Okay. On that little one that we did, we reached 3,700 people plus, and
Wow.
we've had almost 1,300 views.
Wow.
And then on the Filipino show last week I reached over 6,000 people, and we've had over 2,100 views. So people liked us when we came out because that was just an ad lib thing, Dave. You know, we had Kiko running around out in the field and stuff. Oh, check out that picture. Check out that picture.
Look at that, huh? Hey, Neb.
Wow.
Neb, go buy some more crayons. Love you, man. Hey, I love your memes, Neb.
8x10s for everybody.
Yeah. Neb's a good guy, and we all know his name isn't Neb, but we'll call him that because he wants to keep his identity secret.
100%. 100%. It's the internet after all. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird people out there.
What? What?
Yeah. I hear a lot of them wear clown suits too. I'm not really sure.
What?
Clown suits and beanies. Look at him. He looks like he's working.
Look at that. See, that was the setup. Did you see the setup there? That was the setup we had there at the mobile studio, and it was fantastic. And listen, I want to thank again the clowns. I mean, they make it every time they show up, right? They got a really big contingent. They had a big a tent over there. And listen, Gumby's wife was taking pictures, right? That was just amazing. She did a great job. I mean,
I mentioned that right off the bat. When we were in the green room, I was talking to Gumby, and that's what I was saying. There. Julianne did some terrific pictures. Yeah, there's our setup right there.
Yep.
And there's David coming into view right there.
There we go. Yeah, you know what? That was
like Darth Vader.
If you guys, oh my God, if you guys don't realize it, actually, Fred has spent lots of money. You can see some behind the scenes here. He's got a TV stand. He's got his TV. He's got two of these big studio lights. He's got the 3-4 different microphones. I mean, he's really invested, and it showed. And dude, I really want to thank you very much for coming out all the way down. And you guys, listen, he's not going to tell you this, but I'm going to. It's a 3-hour drive from Northern California, except if Kinko's driving. And then if Kiko's driving, then it's, well, I don't know. They passed it like 4 times. They kept on passing the paintball park, going down to Los Angeles, coming back up again. They kept, he could only stay, this guy could only stay for an hour. He put all that studio stuff up for 1 hour. Then he quickly packed it up and said, we got to go home.
Well, we were going to do a 3-hour show, but by the time we got there, it was almost
It ain't
dark.
me, it's him.
Yeah. I kept going, what's the GPS say? He goes, nothing. I'm looking at it. It says take a right. We take a right. Next thing I know, we're in Paso Robles. Yeah, we were what? At one point, we were 9 miles from San Diego?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh,
You
it
guys-
was crazy.
I don't know. I mean,
Pismo Beach, Morro
yeah,
Bay,
um,
First Castle.
listen, I know you guys don't use iPhones or phones, but there's a thing called GPS, and yeah, you don't have to use the Thomas brothers. Is that what you guys are using? The Thomas
Well,
guy?
no,
to-
you know what?
The big guy.
I got a first class GPS in my truck. But Kiko said we didn't need it. He said you don't need
I would have
that.
been there in 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Well-
If somebody else would have took you.
I should have rode with somebody else.
But you know what? I got to tell you that the people at that event were just absolutely so very cool. And you can see by some of the pictures that Kiko took here, walking around. You just had the guy from New York on there too. He was a pretty cool little guy. There was 2 of them came from New York, wasn't it, David?
Yeah, there was 2. One of them looks guilty, and the other one does. No, I'm joking. No, I'm just joking. That's what I told them when I said
You're talking about you, Kiko.
when he first came on the show. It didn't even. He
What?
came up and I said guilty. That's it. Anyway, but
tried to
no,
run away.
but they were great. He brought his wife out, the kids. I mean, it was just amazing. This was their first time to Cali. So I said, you got to stop by the ostrich farm. You got to do Buellton. You got to do all this kind of stuff. And they did. They actually got a really nice tour of the place too. But yeah, you know what? The events that Ivan throws
New
are
York
just
City.
amazing. And he actually goes out of his way to
Ivan
make
threw
sure
that?
that everybody's in.
Ivan
What's that?
threw that? See,
This was Ivan's event. This was Ivan's event.
I
Yeah.
thought Bobby Poole put that on. It was just his
No, it's
place
Bobby.
then, huh?
It's Bobby's park.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, but no, but Bobby is he's like what they say in Hollywood is when you make a movie, you use other people's money. So
Yeah.
basically, it's the same thing. It's his park. He lets the promoters do the work. You know what I'm saying? So basically, we have and now we actually Ivan is taking off for a year. I think he's going to be with some family and doing something like that. And we've got a couple other promoters that are going to be coming in taking over for him. So that's going to be fantastic too. But you know what?
You'll do the end game next year again, though, right?
Oh yeah, we're going to do the end game, and we've got Cartel Wars. That's in July, I think, like that. And yeah, there's always these amazing. I don't know, the enthusiasm. You saw it from the Central Coast, and
Yeah.
a lot of these guys are OG autococker and stock class guys, right?
Yep.
And they come
I love
in
it.
and they're like, yeah, they're just it's. Listen, there's no fights. Everybody's having a great time. We've
But you know,
all had to
That's how it
drive.
should be, David. That's how it should be. Is that
Well-
way, you know? You know,
well-
people come to these fields and stuff. They see, you know, and they're wondering, well, should I let my kid come and play this or not? And they see people coming off having a good time. They're going to let their kid play it. But they see people coming off griping and yelling and swearing and stuff like that. You know, nobody's going to let their kid go do that. So you know,
100%.
yeah,
You guys know that I had my cousin, my young cousin,
yes,
and his friend, and I had to boogie on. I had to basically dip on Sunday, and the clowns adopted them and
Oh,
said,
did
"Well,
they?
watch out." Yeah, and because I had to take off, and so then they just took care of him. But then his mom knows that because his mom came to me with we went to PBX in Chicago. We've been to other events, and she fell in love with paintball, and she fell in love with what this community is, how she can just drop her kid off. And like you said, they're welcomed. All these kids come in and so that's the big thing that clowns do as well too, is that they'll just anybody's astray or they need help, boom, come on in. And so
well, you see, that's where, you know, that's why I felt good because I got to meet some of the other clowns, you know, because Gumby was the only one I really knew. And so Bill Bailey's got company tonight. That's why he's not joining us. But he says, I'm here in spirit form. So that
Hi,
must be
Bill
a
Bailey.
ghostly image. Yeah, Kiko's talking to him right now.
Nice.
Yeah,
Party.
yeah, yeah. I know he wouldn't be there because him and Bill would be wrestling over pizza. Because I know Kiko, man, he won't give up that pizza for nothing. Yep, there you go. So, David, you're going to do my Christmas show next week with me, huh?
I heard about that. I heard about. Is it a non-denominational? Because I celebrate Kwanzaa and Hanukkah and Festivus and
That's
and
fine
who
by
else?
me. That's fine by me.
No,
You
I
know,
love.
if
Look
you
at
can pronounce them,
look
you
at,
can celebrate them. Hell,
look at my
I don't see a
background.
menorah back there.
Look at my phone. Look at that. Come on. I'm completely. I started listening to Christmas music in July. Forget about it.
well, you
No,
know what?
Hanukkah's over with.
Hey, here's another guy that was down there with us. You might recognize this guy here. If I can pull him up here, where we at? Come on, Dennis.
Oh, what's up, Dennis?
Hey, everybody. Hello.
Hey, Dennis.
Everybody, Mr. Dennis B. TB or B? Just regular Dennis
Just
B.
Dennis TB. Just like
Yourself.
my last name is kind of hard to pronounce.
B works for me then, that's for sure.
Is it one
Everybody
of
knows
those,
I'm the name butcher.
how's
Look at
everybody?
Gumby, he knows.
Is it one of those long Filipino names? Dennis.
See, you got him
No.
on that one.
Oh, I think
It's a
Dennis.
nice
is
short
stuck.
name.
Dennis.
Yeah, just short for my last name.
Yeah, but is it one of those long Filipino names?
No, it's actually just 4 letters, but it's everybody just says it differently. It's Buat.
Buat.
Four
There you go.
letters.
You got it. See, but
4 letters.
yeah, it's
The
B-U-A-T.
coolest last name ever, dude.
How do you
Buat.
spell it?
What?
B-U-A-T.
B-U-A-T?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Like balut?
Like the Lu.
Like
No.
balut?
Hold on, guys.
Right on. Right on, Dennis. Can you hear us now?
I'm having a hard time hearing, actually. Let me set up my AirPods here. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You want to see what you did, David?
I'm
You
sorry.
teased him right off the show.
I scared him.
Drop the island.
You teased him right off the show.
Hey, listen. Hey, with this background, I want to do some stand up. What do you have
Oh.
with this? This. You see this? You're looks like looks like I'm at the Comedy Store with all the bricks here.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Wow, that was a good one. I noticed you had to look down to read that though. See me, they just kind of run through me. Matter of fact, half the time my brain's in there going, "What the hell did your mouth just say?" So you know,
my God.
yeah.
Oh my
What?
God. Yeah.
I
So
hope
listen,
you're writing this stuff down so you can use it.
I'm
wanna really be
excited
popular
about
and
your
good at what
holiday
you
show.
do.
Can you tell everybody when your holiday show is?
Yeah, during the holidays. What?
I'm going.
I keep it simple, Dave. Now my holiday show is next Tuesday at 7:00. We're going to do
Mark it on your calendar.
a Christmas
miss it.
special. Yep. And then David's going to have one, I believe, the following day, right, Dave?
I don't know. I'm going to try. I haven't figured out mine yet. I'm looking forward to it. I love doing my holiday show. Yeah. So you guys are all invited. Come on. We're giving away prizes from my sponsors. It's a real holiday show. These prizes are not wrapped, so my sponsors will be.
Yeah,
giving
they're
them
probably
away.
all used.
Yes, you can have this one. You can have this beanie. These are rare. We don't
Yeah.
make these anymore. These are. I mean,
Oh,
these
I
are.
thought you were talking about hair. I was going to go, I know that.
$1,500
Oh,
for
that's
that
very
beanie.
funny. No, this is all. Look, I got nothing to hide. Hey, look,
I
Neb,
didn't
look.
put you on just to tease me here.
Look,
Got hair.
Neb,
People
look.
who
You see
have
that?
hair, Fred.
Neb, look, yeah, Grandpa. Look at Grandpa has all his hair, Neb, and it's all. I don't even paint my hair. Look, fucking
I
Neb.
know.
Anyway.
I was thinking about shaving my eyebrows so they grow thick and I can comb them back. But, you know, I don't know.
Dude, I did that. Hey, I did that by accident about
Well,
4 months
Steph-
ago.
you see what Stefan just did?
What?
Man, you look like Uncle Fester.
Exactly, right? You do. Where's a light? Put a light bulb in your mouth.
Look at that. How
Go get a
cool
light
is
bulb
that?
and put it in your mouth. There we go. Right, exactly.
Oh my God, you're a star.
Hey, listen. And look at this. Look how old this one is. Look how old this sweater is. This is an Empire sweater.
Oh wow.
Dude, they don't make these anymore. It's nice to be sponsored by them because they send me all this stuff. And it's like, I guess they want to get rid of it anyway because they're like, it's just old. But for me, it's amazing to have this stuff.
Goodwill.
That's weird. Yeah, my sponsor
Yeah.
sent me new stuff, but that's cool.
Well, I get new stuff too. Thank you very much.
I'll
I
get
get
new
new stuff
stuff.
too. Yeah.
You keep throwing them my way. I got to throw them.
Dude,
back
you're
at
knocking
you.
him out of the park. Exactly. All
Hey,
right.
Eli Booth says Uncle Fester. So
Dude.
see,
Dude,
Yeah.
you definitely hey, listen,
They're
Gumby,
shooting at these
definitely,
guys
right?
over here.
You should do that.
See?
Gumby, you should what?
that's Kiko.
So you're saying
Kiko went out on the
I gotta
field.
have to really try to gain weight, and I can't. So
You can do that.
I'll
You
just
can-
pad
you
on
can-
some extra pads, and I'll go out there as Uncle Fester one of these days.
Oh, you
I
definitely need
think
some
it'd be
pads, though. I mean, you're so skinny, you got to run around the shower to get wet.
I'd have to walk around on my knees.
Oh my God. How
What?
old is that joke? Oh my God.
Boy, you got the same
Almost
joke
as old
book.
as me.
You got the same joke book. See, I don't make money off it like you do.
Now I know I actually get paid to do stand-up. Yeah.
Yeah, I
and,
know that.
and to do
You paid
paintball
for that?
and to do all this stuff. Dude, you know why? Because you're not Jewish. That's why.
That
Dude,
could be the reason. That could be the reason.
dude, it's hard being me. Anyway,
Yeah.
listen.
I'm
Yes,
glad you're you.
I'm excited about my upcoming show, but always yours. Are you planning on having Santa Claus and everybody? And who's showing
Well,
up?
Kiko and I got something kind of going.
Okay.
We're going to go down and I got a neighbor that he lights up the city with his place. And so we're going to go down and we're going to start there. I'm going to walk everybody through it. And then I'm going to come back up to my studio and sit down and we're just going to talk to people. It's to me, it's a good thing. And I don't care what your religion is. That's immaterial to me.
Right,
to me, it's all about feeling good.
Mhm.
Period. And
Right.
it's a time to feel good, reconnect with people that you haven't, connected with in years,
Right.
and just like when I went down there, first time, how long have I known you and talked to you? Long time. How long have I got to, how many times I got to shake your hand? Never. This
Never.
was the first time.
Right.
So see, that's almost like a Christmas miracle right there. And you behaved yourself. That was like a double Christmas miracle. It just kind of all worked out for me. Hey, here
Yeah.
we got Dennis back again.
I got a question for David. You're the comedian, right, David? What did Jesus spend all that money on, or that gold and frankincense he got when he was born?
He went to Moses and he invested because Jews invest and Moses saves. No, it's Jesus saves and Moses invests. Is that it?
No, he spent
Oh.
it on his college, whatchamacallit, the student loan.
I'm
What?
lost. I'm
What?
lost, guys.
Right? When he was 12 to 26, he was in college of Hard Knocks.
What are you talking about? Dude,
I'm lost.
your point, you have no,
Uncomfortable silence.
listen,
What was in that
Kiko,
pizza?
You're like when how like you just flip the channels and you watch Goodfellas and you can just start there and then you it doesn't matter. That's how your jokes are. You can just start anywhere because there's no beginning, end, or end.
Well, he doesn't have that joke book like you, David. So-
Yeah, exactly. Hey, do you want to listen to this one? Listen to this, right?
Okay.
This is a heavy one, but it's okay. So this Holocaust survivor, he dies and he goes to heaven, right?
Yep.
And so then he gets to the pearly gates and he God says to him, "Hey, would you like to hear a Holocaust joke?" And or he says to God, "Would you like to hear a Holocaust joke?" And God said, "Yeah, I'd love to hear a Holocaust joke." And he tells him the joke, and God said, "Well, that's not funny." And then he said to the God, "Well, you had to be there." Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
I got one.
Oh.
A guy walks into his doctor's office, and the doctor looks at him. He goes, "Oh man," he goes, "I got some bad news for you." and I got worse news. And the guy goes, oh my God, bad news and worse news. He goes, well, what's the bad news? And he goes, the bad news is you got 24 hours to live. He goes, oh my God. And he goes, well, what's the worst news? He goes, I forgot to call you yesterday.
Oh no. No.
But
Hey,
No, no.
I got to draw stickmen for you guys. I got to tell you. No more advanced
Uncomfortable
humor.
silence.
No more advanced humor. Hey, are you looking over at Julianne all the time?
No,
You're not? Oh,
no,
because she was
no one
great.
over here.
You could put her on anytime.
No, she's out and about. She's trying to decorate the Christmas tree that isn't functioning at this moment that I have to rewire tomorrow.
No. Real or fake? Real or fake?
No, it's a fake tree.
Oh, why do people do this?
Yeah.
Why do
I don't
people
like butchering up real
Call the
trees.
delivery folks.
Dude, it's so they don't smell, and come on.
You talking about the one on the screen?
This is a real tree.
Oh,
In someplace else. I mean, not my
I can
home.
see it because it's shady.
Exactly. This is a real tree.
it's on fire.
Dude, come on. Look at this. And look at this fireplace. Look at this. You can
Next week I will have a real fireplace. So, when you tune in, you're going to go, holy crap, that's pretty cool.
That's a real fireplace.
It is, yeah. Look at some of the footage that Kiko got of you guys out there playing.
Kiko, you
Yeah.
killed it, my brother.
He did a good job.
This here is this tape line. They were coming down the tape line here. I might have a shot of a group coming with the shields, and from the far side of the field, they were shooting across, and me and the ref were in the line, and I could hear the first strikes whizzing by my head. If you can hear it on the TV, I don't think you guys can hear it now, but they're coming by. And
Yeah.
What did
I
they
took
sound
a couple
like?
shots. The ref took
What
a
did-
couple shots.
What did
But
they
it's gonna
sound
get
like?
hot and heavy here in about another minute or two, where they're coming down the wire with the shields up, and these guys on the right are shooting the crap out of their feet. There's about 10 of them that will come down, and there's a girl in there, and she's mixing it up. They'll do the SWAT press here in a second. Here's the guy
Dennis.
from New York.
Yes.
He's wearing the sombrero,
Yep.
and I get several
Dennis,
in the
you
camera.
played in those games. Dennis, you played in those games out there when he was filming, didn't you?
Yeah,
This is
I
probably-
was there. I was there.
Taking the headshots. I took one to the head. You hear me go, say the F word. It just knocked the crap out of me.
Wow, I didn't think that would bother you, the headshots like that.
I've been concussed so many times.
Is that what it is?
There ain't much left there.
Yeah.
It's a big, soft melon.
I'm going to jump over to Dennis here real quick because Dennis,
Yes.
you had a huge part in the PBSL, huh?
Yes, I did. I
I mean,
founded
a
it
huge
in-
part.
Now I'm just trying to make sure that all the players are having fun and getting a platform where they could start and develop their skills, and
Well, you
eventually
started the
hope-
PBSL, though, didn't you, Dennis?
yes, I did in 2006.
Exactly right. Yeah, and look what it's grown to now.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean for it to go this big, but I guess everybody loved it.
They do. Yeah, what you started, I think, is great. Did you get a chance to, the show last week? Have you ever talked to any of the guys in the Filipino Paintball Worldwide group?
I know some of them, and I'm just following and looking at all their nice events and looking at all the Filipinos around the world enjoying paintball.
Yeah, you
So-
should join. You should join your organization because I'm going to have them back on here probably in about 3 weeks. And we had one guy live from Manila last week, but
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
the-
that. I was watching.
yeah, he had a real hard reception because he was out at the field. But he says next time we have him on, he's going to be at his house and he's got good internet there. So
Nice. Looking forward to that.
yeah, the field looked pretty good too. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw
That's
that.
when I got
yeah.
shot
Probably.
in the head right there.
Yeah.
I have a field in the Philippines too.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, I started a field there in 2019, but because of COVID, it's now shut down.
Oh, wow. So how
Yeah.
often do you get over there?
Well, not as often as I should, but like I said, I haven't been there since January of 2020, and I don't want to travel there because
Yeah.
the situation in the world right now.
Yeah. We had all kinds of people. Matter of fact, at one point last week, we had 46 or 48 guys watching at the same time live. So,
I was one of them.
how were you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, then it was you and another 47 others.
Well,
So
some
that
of them
was-
were dead, like the people who voted for Joe Biden.
Yeah, they were on there. Now you got to watch it. I don't want to get cut off Facebook here.
Oh
I know.
no. Hey Dennis,
They can't cut
Dennis,
you off no more.
are you going to Ed's event?
I most likely will.
Good. I'll see you there.
What is
I
that
saw
one,
you
David?
at Lynn's event yesterday also. I mean Sunday also.
But you didn't say hello.
Well, we were too busy at the booth.
Hey, did she have a good event? Did she raise a lot of money, Dave?
Yeah, I think there's something wrong with the video. You see that?
Oh, the video?
Oh, he's got stuck like Todd, maybe. No, he's moving.
I'm moving. I just something. I don't know. Maybe you know what? I guess it's hard being old that like our things just get stuck sometimes. And
I wouldn't know, man.
That's what she said.
exactly, that's a joke for Neb. There you go. Nebulous. Hey, listen, Dennis. You guys,
Yeah.
we killed. We there was like at least 500 people there, right?
Oh yeah. There was a
Oh,
lot.
very
of people.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she killed it. It was amazing. That park is huge. I mean, that park is you can just walk forever. There's so many fields at that park. It's almost as big as SC Village because it's basically a just big piece of land that they've just cut up into different areas, and it's just amazing. It's just I don't know. It's a great thing. And if you've never met Lynn, did you ever have Lynn on your show, Fred?
You know, I haven't had her on my show, but I met her and I talked to her up here. That's how I found out about it. We talked for about a half hour up at Paintball Extreme up in Fairfield here. And I mentioned her event on the show probably about 3 or 4 different weeks. I mentioned her event that it was coming up. But I had a choice. You know, I could either go to that or I could go to Endgame. And I wanted to go down and support Gumby on the Endgame thing.
Right.
And I knew you were going to be there. I wanted to meet you.
Yeah.
And so I told Bud about the game down there. And because she asked me when she was up here, she goes, we would love to get Bud at our event, but she says we can never get him there. And I says, well, I'll talk to him. I says, and tell him about it. And I said, if he can make it, he'll make it for you. And he did. So that was pretty cool. Yeah.
It was just a nice who's who of again the OG players, the autococker, the stock players, all of these players. Basically, what happens at a Lynn's event, it's a like Dennis. Dennis is an OG player, and she was part of the Hitmen, so she has this really big base of people that she deals with. But then it also attracts like crazy people like me, like Greg Hastings comes in from Florida. I mean, there's and then you get a lot of people who don't play. They just show up. Phil Ramirez, what was his name?
Phil Dominguez.
Dominguez was there. Who else? Mark Seeger was there. You get all these people who just want to go and hang because there's so many people there. So it becomes
Eli
a big
was
party.
there too.
Who's that?
Eli.
Eli Booth. Eli Booth was there, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Eli
Ford.
Booth said that they're going to lose part of that field soon, too.
Dude,
Yeah, we
you know
were
what?
just talking about that.
Listen, Eli, even if they lose the booth, it'd still be huge. I mean, lose the booth. Even if they lose the field, it would still be huge. I don't know. I mean, it's just like you can get lost in that place. It's so big.
Yeah. You know, I'll tell you who's got a cool field, and that's Tim Schloss in St. Louis. I mean, is it Gumby? You've seen it, right? Man,
Absolutely heaven.
Oh my God, it is. He has so many different facets, and everything's so cool. It's unreal. He's got when you first walk up there now, he's got a 65-inch television, and he did a loop. They took all my interviews I did over the years,
Wow.
and it's got over 2 hours it's just incredibly cool, man. And the field, you could step from one field, play this, go to a woods ball, go to hyper ball. It's just incredibly cool. Yeah, Gumby got a chance. You and Bud walked it, right?
Yeah, we also did with Mean Gene, and
Mean Gene, yeah.
the fields looked like they were untouched and like no one's ever played on them. And then you find out, no, they're up and running and they're running people every weekend. And you're like, it's impossible. This place is beautiful. It looks brand new and untouched.
But you know,
Beautifully clean.
when I went out there the Sunday before I left, because it's real close to the airport, my wife and I went out there on the Sunday, and he had something like 10 groups out there. I bet you I took 100 pictures out there. It was just everybody, all the kids out there were having such a great time, and it was mostly birthday parties. And then, you know, they had their walk-on section over here, but you should have seen all the parties they had out there. It was so cool. Beautiful, beautiful place. Dave, you'd love it. You know, Dave, you got to come out there. I'm trying to drag Kiko back there in October when we go back and do the last WCPL. You should come out to that, Dave.
I don't know. I'm kind of worried about traveling. I really.
Just go.
Well, how about we just box you up and ship you?
What? That's a
Yeah, how
joke.
about we
That's
just-
all I do.
Yeah,
That's all I
box
do
you
is
up and
travel
ship
for
you, man.
paintball. Yeah. No. I agree with you 100%. If there's an event or something, maybe we can. You know, I'll go out there. Where is this again?
In St. Louis.
I haven't played in Missouri, so that would kind of be cool to play there. That'd be nice.
And let me tell you, the greatest people in the world. I'm going to have the band there. You're going to love these guys. They are. Ask Gumby. The band is the coolest bunch of guys you ever want to hang with, man.
The band.
Uh-oh. The band. That's my team.
I know. That's what Bud was wearing. Bud was wearing the band jersey.
Yeah, I know it. That's my team. Bud's on the team. Yeah, Bud, Dan Colby, Tim Schloss. All these guys are on that team, baby.
Nice. Very, very cool. I like it. Yeah, I
Mean Gene.
Don't drive with Fred.
no, exactly. You know
Or
what?
let him fly the
Actually, you
plane.
know what? That should be a sticker or a meme or something. Don't drive with Kiko.
Kiko,
I'm lucky
that's
he
right.
doesn't fly
Yeah.
airplanes.
Hey, speaking of Tim Schloss,
Say it ain't so.
yeah, you know, I knew if I would hype your field, you'd call us.
Okay, David's doing the Steve McQueen.
Oh, you
lean.
deserve it. Gumby's up there, man. When I mentioned your field, Gumby gave you 2 thumbs up.
I saw that. Gumby, I really appreciate that. You know, you're welcome to come back anytime. We're working hard on this last field for the big tournament in October. We got that knocked out pretty much. Bill's coming up Thursday and Friday, and we're gonna rope the boundaries and set the flag stations. It's really beautiful.
That baby looked good when I was there, buddy. I didn't think you had to do anything to it.
Oh, wait till you see this one we opened up. It was an old bicycle motocross track back in the 90s, and it's got more
Off the
neat
bat.
features to it than any field I've ever played.
Wow, yeah.
It's-
I'm trying to talk Reaper coming out there because I'm going to drag Kiko out there, and maybe we can get Dennis to come out there.
Yeah, they're all welcome.
Nice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Pretty good time.
Shoot all, yeah. No, it's good. But yeah, I'd love to have you guys. But yeah, thanks for the nice words.
Oh, you deserve it. That, like I said, that field is killer. I just you just got another thumbs up from Gumby. You see how different Gumby looks without his beard?
I know, man. Bring the beard back. He does kind of look like a skinny Uncle Fester. Give me a horn there, man. I don't need the thumbs up.
Skinny Uncle Fester. Funny.
Went to Indianapolis yesterday and picked up the new race car.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it's back in. It's back getting put together right now. We got back last night, and it's beautiful. It's gonna
You putting paintball on it?
all over it.
Attaboy. I love it.
It says play paintball on it, and then it's got on the hood. It's got big splot with Gateway Paintball on it. So it's gonna be really nice. We debut it 2 weeks after Christmas in Tulsa.
Very cool, man. Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it'll be cool. I'll take
You're
you
gonna
to
put
couple
a
races
picture
with
of
It's
Fred on it
badass.
on the hood.
What's that?
I said I'll have
Ask
to
him if
take
you're
you to
gonna
a
put
couple
your
races
picture on
with
the
me.
hood.
Oh, Kiko's asking if you're going to put a picture on the hood. No, a big splat.
No, it's a splat. It's a splat that says Gateway Paintball.
No, Fred's face.
If he can send me a picture of himself, I'll put a picture of Kiko on. That'll keep all the bad guys
Ah,
away.
great.
Yeah, but I can't tell you what else it attracts.
I know, he's got, if I hang with Kiko, it looks like he eats good. That's good. We can sit around and we can eat with Kiko.
It's funny too, because usually he's a light eater. He only eats when it's light. But it's dark out here right now. And he's putting it away like there's no tomorrow.
I was
Oh,
wondering when the box is going to end. Man.
Yeah.
I mean, that pizza's
that's a
going
good
down.
one.
Hey, I've been throwing all these good jokes out. You see David writing all this stuff down.
I'm right.
So you can use it on
Listen,
stage.
I'm writing him down. I'm writing him down.
Shorthand.
Stage,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
that'll be good.
he won't give us credit for it, though. You know that.
No, why not? Anyway, hey, I'll let you go, but I just want to thank you very much. That was awfully nice what you said.
You deserve everything, buddy. You know
All
that.
right, and hey, tell Kiko and all the guys, look forward to seeing them soon.
You got it. Tell Terry I said hi.
I'll do it, brother. Bye.
All right, brother. Bye-bye.
Tim Schloss.
Oh, yeah, everybody. That was Mr. Tim Schloss. I had Tiger Straight back in the day. Yep. Timmy. What a great person, man. David and Dennis and Kiko, you guys have got to go meet this guy. I mean, seriously, you need to, if you're going to do anything, you want to take a trip. And it's real easy to fly back. St. Louis is a big airport. Easy in, easy out. A cheap trip there, cheap trip back, man. We could all hang out. You'd have a great, great time.
I'm in. Let's do it.
Myself.
Yeah. Oh, wow,
He's
Dave,
getting-
I thought you froze up. I was just going to make a mannequin joke. Good thing you said something.
Thank you.
It's all good. It's all good.
There's David drinking alcohol.
Oh yeah. Where's my? I should be pushing that actually, right? Where's my?
Go ahead. Go
tequila?
ahead.
Cut
Just,
him off.
say it one. Go ahead. Say it one time. This is David's sponsor.
No.
And he is?
No. It's my 500th and 200. Yeah, I have 502 sponsors. This is.
I know. I understand that, but we can't count all your relatives. That's 500.
That's very funny. That's
Yeah,
very funny.
Another
yeah,
one you can write down, buddy.
Actually, yeah. So John Paul, if you guys know Critical Paintball, they just came out with their they came out with a brand of Cascade, the tequila, and I brought it to North Carolina with me, San Luis Obispo, and then just at the end game we had it at the what's it called at
Where'd
Lindsay.
you get them little glasses from?
That's John Paul gave them to me because I was using the top of water bottles, and
yeah, I know that.
and I even
you still
even
drink
was
your
using-
wine out of a bag, right?
Dude, yeah, I was even
Yeah, that's
using
what I thought.
in North Carolina. We were using first strike rounds because we didn't have anything, so we were just using first strikes. Exactly, but
Yummy.
dude,
Yeah.
that's like
That's a shoot and
50
shoot.
shot.
The
that's
later
how-
it got to go whizzing by faster, huh?
Ask Neb how much first strike rounds are in Canada, but yeah, that's like 50, 75 cents a shot. There you go. Anyway,
Wow.
get it? It's a double meaning. Get it? It's a shot. It's a shot.
Dennis,
Yeah.
did you try any of David's tequila when you were there?
No, I did not. But a lot of my friends did.
Did they?
Steven and Juan. did,
Nice.
So.
Hey, did you try the balut? When I brought some balut, did you try that?
I don't know. I don't eat that anymore.
All right, that sounds cool. Hey, listen. Speaking of first strike rounds, we were having a discussion about the. I've been to Mexico many times playing, and there's no FPS there. There's no rules. There's no insurance policy. There's nothing. You just go and you show up and hopefully you make it, right? But imagine a first strike round with no FPS going by your head like no bueno or fuck you, or like this.
Yeah.
It's like
Dan Colby told me the first time he got hit in the head with a first strike, and he said he thought somebody shot a rock at him.
Can you believe that? Right. If you're not ready, dude, that'll make your church sing. Believe me. That's like bing. Yeah.
Wow.
I got
Well,
my
all
head
I
wrong
know
right
is-
there at that place.
Yeah. All I know is we had a great time. Hey, look at there's David the Reaper standing right there.
Oh,
Check it out.
I'm in everything. I think it's a contractual thing. I have to be in every media that's paintball.
Yeah. I see it because I noticed you because you had that skirt on. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what Neb says too. He says
Yeah.
I'm a pistol player with a skirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a quick one for you. First time I go to England, which is years ago, we go to the Tower of London, right? And the beef eaters are standing there, and they
Yes.
got that same kind of outfit on, right?
Yeah.
So anyhow, I walk over to the beef eater and I go, "Hey, can I take a picture with you?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, you sure can." And I said, "Great." So I stand between two beef eaters, and the one guy looks at me and he goes, and there's about 200 people watching this, right? And the guy looks at me and he goes, "Where are you from?" And I go, "From Vallejo, California." And he goes, "Where's that?" And I go, "Oh, it's by San Francisco." And he goes, "Oh, San Francisco. That's where all the sissies are from, huh?" And I look over at him and I go, "You're standing there in a dress calling me a sissy?" And this place just fell out.
Nice.
And,
Nice
and
comeback.
he walked away. He didn't take a picture with me.
I
So I
wonder
got
why.
it with the other
Exactly.
beef eater. The other beef eater
Dude.
was a nice guy.
Nice. That's
So I'm like,
amazing.
"Hey, yeah, don't come in
Yeah,
and
you
jam
know
my
what's-
steak, buddy."
You know what's interesting actually is in when I wear it in Europe, everybody wears it's great, right? Even in Canada, Neb's just a knucklehead, but even in Canada, because they used to be a part of the empire, they
Right.
have a lot. They have actually one of their army troops actually is they still wear the kilt.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. So listen, if you guys have never worn one, you get drop the breeches and go with the kilt thing. Man, I'm just telling you because it's something special. It's just yeah, and you got to wear it traditionally though. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be a traditional situation, and it doesn't matter if
You
it's
didn't know that, Fred?
What
it
if
doesn't
you don't
matter
wear
if it's-
underwear though?
yeah, that's traditional. That's how you wear it. Traditional, no underwear.
Oh
And,
wow!
Like
I'm telling you,
Braveheart.
Braveheart.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it's
No
you know
wonder.
what I'm telling you. You're playing in Texas. I played in Texas. I played in Maryland, where it's like 1,000 degrees. I played in the snow. It doesn't matter. You feel like you can go. You know.
I'd have to change my name to One Hung Low then.
Oh, that's my joke. That was my joke. You stole my joke. You stole my joke. Hey, that's not good. You know what? That's okay. You can have it.
Same damn joke book. I told you that.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, you know what, guys, I got to tell you. First of all, I appreciate so much you guys coming on tonight. Kiko, the shots that you had on your TV are just excellent. You got some terrific footage, buddy. You really, really did.
We're gonna get it hooked up for you on Fred's site here shortly.
Yeah,
I have
actually,
it, so-
yeah, I'm going to drag Kiko out there a few more things. We're going to do some more stuff like that because I thought that was pretty cool. You know, when David and I were sitting there doing that, being able to jump over to Kiko, and Kiko was actually going
Sure.
live out in the field and
Yep.
with the birthday party and stuff. I thought that was pretty sharp.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
No, but it's
Yeah.
you know what, Kiko, that was actually, and that's the beauty of using this StreamYard. Hey, we can do a promo for StreamYard, is that we gave Kiko a link to the show, and he just
Yep.
brings it on his phone, and then Fred brings him in, and then bam, now we've got a live on the field.
How perfect was that, huh?
It was amazing. Yeah.
You know, I got to tell you, I was so happy I actually came down there. You know, I
We're gonna
met
go back.
Gumby before. I've never got to meet Dennis face to face. I thought that was cool as hell. And meeting you, David, was an absolute treat,
Right.
man. Sitting alongside you on the table, just kind of watching you get everybody drunk was pretty cool.
That's
Did he
That's my
kick you under the
specialty.
table, David?
that was my
Symbol at a
specialty.
time.
I don't even drink that much. It was just again, I'm just offering every time my sponsors give me something, whether it's my cola sponsor, my beer sponsor, I give it out. I said, just try this. I'm just the conduit. That's all I am. Just the
A
conduit.
condom.
A vessel.
Yes, there was a lot of condoms with the hot dogs that were over there. You could have like
Oh.
the relish, or you could have the pickles, whatever you want. Oh,
That's why he
condiment,
wears the skirt.
condiment.
Yeah, there you go. That's where the
Exactly.
skirt falls in.
Yes. Hey, listen, Neb wants to know why it's called the White House, because when they in the 1800s and the war, what was it? What war was that? Where
Yeah.
they came down? The Canadians came down. They burned our White House because they were bored or something. No, because we attacked them first. I think that was the 1812. That was the war with England.
Well, see, I was told when the English came over here and we fought the Revolution, everybody that didn't want to fight went to Canada. That's why
How
all the
old were
rubber
you
soldiers.
back then, Fred?
Did you ever see the Canadian rubber soldiers? That's why we never played with them, because you got the Canadian rubber soldiers. They were all like this all the time. You know, you can't do that. You got to have these guys like this, man. We love you though, Neb,
Yeah.
and the Booney Boys.
Hey, listen, Neb, I sent you a friend request. Honor it.
Don't accept
There
it.
you go.
He won't. You know,
Yeah.
Neb is one of those guys that I remember I talk about people that watch all the shows and I just think are great for paintball. Neb is one of them guys.
Nice.
He is.
He likes
I
to
know
watch.
his real name, but I'm not going to say his real name. But some of the stuff he puts on there, I think is it's just hilarious. It absolutely is. And some of the stuff he puts on takes some serious cojones to do, and I just love it.
Hi, Kathy. Hi, Kathy. Listen, we got to give a shout out
She
to
says
Kathy.
hi to Reaper. I'll
Kathy
remember
Alvarez,
that.
how you
Kathy.
doing? Nice to see you.
What about Dennis Gumby, Keeper, and me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. What about them? What about them? What do you
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
chop
What about
liver?
us?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's right, Neb.
That's
Mare
right.
Island is by San Francisco. For years, Mare Island Naval Base was the first naval base on the West Coast. Every aspect of every war America had, Mare Island was there on the West Coast. They made
Nice.
the first nuclear
Where's that?
submarine, the Nautilus,
Who asked about that?
and the battleship, the California.
Strange
For
they
those who
named
don't
the
know.
ship after this. Yeah.
It's not working. I'm trying to change the History Channel. It's not working.
You know what's funny? My wife does that to me all the time. I'm surprised you did that. That's pretty
I got
cool.
special powers. That ain't the hand of Steve McGuire. That's my hand. I made that up.
This is not the Kiko we're looking for. Exactly. This is not-
Right on, Kiko. Well, you're going to be first, so I'll let you say goodbye to
Oh
everybody.
man, you didn't tell me that in the back room.
Yeah, hey, but I let you speak. Remember, I told you could only talk with your hands.
They don't
And
know
you-
I'm just
you
on the
started
circle
saying
behind
you
you.
started saying stuff.
I'm right
so,
behind him on the other side. He won't let me on the same screen as him. See how he
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
Pow! I ran into the window.
Goodbye, Kiko.
Ouch. No, bye.
All right, everybody. That was Keith Kissel, Kiko Man. He went down and gave me a hand, and I'm going to be dragging him around to do some other stuff. Pretty good guy. A little crazy, but aren't we all?
You guys made a really good team. I'm really glad that you guys came down. You guys really made it.
I can't wait to do the cooking show with you.
I'm excited about doing that too. We're going to do a cooking show, you guys, soon. It's going to be a if you can visualize this, we're going to be like this right now, and then below us is going to be our hands actually making the food. So as we're talking, we can joke about things, talk about paintball, and actually make the food at the same time.
What are you going to make, David? Have you thought about it?
I haven't
given it a lot of thought.
Are you good at boiling water? I know you're good at that, right?
I've been practicing, actually. I've been practicing. So, once I get it out of the tap, it's easier. But my wife said that's not the way to do it. So yeah, I've been practicing. But yeah, I'm going to make killer chili.
Good. So you tell me what we're going to do. Or actually, you know what? I can make something. You can make something. It's fantastic.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Let's
could
do
make
that.
cornbread to go with the chili.
That'll be cool. I'll figure out something, and we'll do it. And you know what? Either during the holidays or before or like after whatever.
Probably after the holidays.
Let me know.
Probably after the holidays, we won't want to look at food, but we'll go there.
I don't mind. I like it.
Hold tight. All right, Dennis, you're next. Say goodbye. I'm sorry you didn't get a lot of airtime tonight, but
All right, sorry for that because of the connection.
This ain't the last time I'm going to have you on, though.
Shout out to all the PBSL Nation, Todd, Juan, Steven, everybody out there. See you January 15 at Ambush for event 3.
You know what, Dennis? I'm going to have the guys on from the Filipino Paintball Worldwide on in a few weeks. I'd like you to jump on with us and talk to these guys.
Sure. Just let me know.
You're a big part of that. So I think you would absolutely love these guys, and I know they'd love you.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you, Fred.
All right, my pleasure, Dennis.
Gumby.
Anytime,
Bye,
buddy.
Dennis. I'll see you at
Bye,
event.
Dennis B, everybody. This is the guy that started the PBSL.
Look at that.
What
Look
is
at
it?
Neb, huh? Look at this. Look at that little Canadian. Look what he sent me.
Is that Neb?
That's Neb. That's what he looks like.
What a cool guy.
There
God,
you go.
he's better looking than he is on radio.
He's got a face for radio.
Yeah. That was my next joke, but anyhow.
I took your dude. We were like, listen, you're what, 10 years older than me?
No.
Yeah.
Maybe? Well,
I think so. And I think the thing is though, because we grew up in the same kind of generation, right? We have those, they call them dad jokes now, but yeah, we have those, that kind of say that sensitivity, that same kind of sense of humor.
You grew up a rich kid. I didn't.
What am I going to do?
We were
It's
so
not my
poor I
fault.
couldn't even pay attention.
Dude, that's very funny.
Yeah.
Dude, what am I supposed to do? Anyway.
Give me all your money.
That's okay.
All right.
You can.
Gumby, you're next, buddy. Kind of went off the rail. Every time I have David on, this happens. So, I have no excuse. Nothing I can say.
It's all
But,
good.
yeah, I loved having you on anyhow. And this ain't the last time you'll be on. You'll be on anytime.
I'll come
you
on
want.
anytime you want.
I absolutely love it. So you got Julie working on the tree right now. Man, you got to get her the camera. Maybe we should all chip in together and get her a nice camera, because the woman did a terrific job. She really did. You're a lucky guy. Got great kids, great wife.
Thank you, sir. I
yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, you very impressed. I was very, very, and when I was down there, your son came up to me right away. Your younger son came up to me right away and says, "I'm Gumby's son." Shook my hand right. And I'm going, is that right?
Dude, I don't know what
family.
is he like? Did he get all the food when he was growing up? No one else ate. What the hell happened to that kid? He's like, that's
They're
like
all
steroid.
tall. They're all
Dude.
tall. Yeah. I'm not going to talk to any of you guys unless I'm standing on a chair next time.
I burn more calories than them. I'm just a little more active, and we all put about the same amount of food down our throats.
All right.
Well, hey, tell Julianne that we all said hi, and we absolutely love her pictures, and we love her taking care of you, because she's doing a pretty good job.
Nope, much appreciated. Thank you, sir.
All right, you stay safe, Gumby. All right.
You guys have a good one. See you soon.
Gumby,
Bye.
listen.
All right.
I'll see you at the next
Yes,
one.
sir.
Gumby, take care.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
That was Gumby. Boy, you just can't ask for a better person. You know what? The guy is just a hell of a good guy. He really is. So
Listen.
here it is. Back to you and me again.
You're amazing. You know what? If
No,
you guys
what?
don't know this already, how amazing this guy is, again, it was only supposed to be like Gilligan's Island, like a 3-hour trip. And then somehow you ended up like
A 5-hour tour.
exactly. And then, but the thing is though, you came down, you set up, you did what you were going to do, you stayed, and then you dip back to Northern California. You guys, and there's traffic on that. I mean, it's like, that was
There
really
was.
great that you did that.
Well, I couldn't wait to meet you guys. I told Gumby all the time that I was going to come down there because, Gumby and I've known Gumby for a while, and he's a good guy. So I always said I was going to go down and support him. And I've always wanted to meet you face to face. We've talked for a year online, but that's
Right.
not like standing next to you, Although online we're the same height, so that kind of was better. But,
That's true. That's true. But no, it was amazing. And what I really like though is that you're doing the show. You guys know that you basically, you took a hiatus from paintball, but it's kind of weird how you and I, our paths, like in the 80s and the 90s, you basically were doing, and then you disappeared, what I'm doing now. And then all of a sudden we come together, and now we're actually doubling our efforts to promote the sport all over the place. Yeah. You're an amazing guy.
That's what we're going to keep doing. You and I are. It's all about building the sport. That's why I love guys like Gumby and stuff so much. These guys are so good for the sport. It's just, his attitude. Like I say, if you're the best player in the world and you come off the field and you're a jerk, you don't do nothing for our sport. Maybe for you, but not for our sport. You come off the field and you're a nice guy and you make other people feel good.
Right.
That's what it should be about. That's what I'm all about. Is that
100%? I agree.
Yep.
You know what, the interesting thing about our sport is that because we're not like the NBA or the NHL or any of those type of things, we don't have a leadership kind of thing. It's basically just people getting together and doing it. So we have to we have people like Neb, who is our social media commentary and puts people in their place, right? But we've got that's basically what we have, is that the community speaks for itself. And if there's like a jerk or something, he doesn't last very long. People like say, no.
Yep,
and
you're right. James Stevens, the guy who just checked in, he's a guy that I also got to meet this year when I was at World Cup, and he's a hell of a good kid too. He's another guy that works with the kids all the time, David. What I always say is I feel blessed for not who I am, but who I get to know.
Nice.
I wish everybody in paintball industry could know the people that I know and know the feeling that they actually give me. And it's terrific. It really, really is. And I love it.
Uncle's cousins.
Including you.
Wait, what is
You're
this?
tearing up. You're tearing
Listen.
up, man.
Listen, Justin, you just became my best uncle, cousin, nephew. I don't know how that. I guess I maybe if you're like,
I'd ask for a blood test.
yeah, if you're like in the Ozark Mountains, I think you can make that could happen, right? I think everybody's mixed. Exactly, but yeah, I don't know what that means, but all right, you can always bring new players back by being a nice guy on the field, right?
Seth Howard, you're absolutely right, buddy.
Right, I agree with you. 100%.
You know, that's the kind of people that watch your show too, David.
Yeah,
is that kind of people. You know,
well,
I can't say enough about them, man. They're just cool as hell.
Stop it. Listen, I think it's what like my kids and the whole wife, they all believe in like the universe and that kind of thing, you know, and also being baby boomers. And we grew up in the 60s. But anyway, I do really believe that it's what you throw off. And you do that, Fred. You have this like amazing aura that you throw off and that you attract the right people. And then attracting the right people, it just compounds and that type of thing. And you can go the complete opposite too. And I've seen it, but I don't think those people really get very far in our community when people are just like jerks all the time or whatever else. You know what? Hate burns itself out. It just dude,
very good way of putting that. Let me write that one down.
Dude, I'm serious. And love and the respect for our community, that just grows. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that. I've always
absolutely.
Before I've been doing this since 2008, and this 2014 is kind of when this whole celebrity thing started. I didn't get into it to become a celebrity. It happened. But the point is that I love the sport and I loved it before. I didn't buy into the sport. Go like, let's say someday I'll be the world famous celebrity and fly over the world. I don't even care about that thing. That
you know how I got started? I got started doing Ronald McDonald benefits, and nobody knew me. And I was down in LA, and it was like the third one I did. And this is when Randy Camilla come up to me, and he asked me, he goes, "Who's your sponsor?" And I'm like, "I have no sponsor. I don't know what you're talking about." And he goes, "Well, this is the third one of these Ronald McDonald things I've seen you at." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I come down and play paintball. You know, it's a good cause. Everything works out. It's a win-win deal." Next thing I know, I'm on the cover of APG. Next thing I know, I've got more covers than anybody in paintball.
Yes, you do.
On the magazines. So, and you know, Caesar, you ever hear a Caesar Pizzo? He has the Ultra Silk.
No, I don't. I don't know who that is.
Oh, terrific product. Matter of fact, I'm wearing a shirt right now. I don't know.
Well, tell me, what is it? Is it
it's stuffed in it. He puts it on and it impregnates the metal in your marker, so you don't have to oil it all the time. It's just incredibly cool.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Yeah. That thing that you're wearing impregnates the oil in my marker?
No, not the shirt.
Well, you just said that. You said you put it on and then it impregnates
it.
What the hell? That's a magic shirt. Dude.
Yeah. Oh, you just had to jump on that one, did you?
You just take the shirt and you rub it like this on your marker? Hey, I've impregnated it.
Oh, yeah. 1 for David, 12 for me.
Oh, my God. No. Come on, Grandpa. Keep up with the show.
I love it.
All right.
David, I can't tell you. It was a pleasure having you on tonight, as always.
You know what?
I'm looking forward to next week. I hope you're going to be on with us next week, you know, because we're going to just be talking Christmas stuff, man.
Just hit me up, please. When what's it called? Just hit me up, please. Like, you know, what is it? Tuesday afternoon or something. Hit me up with the link, and then I'll definitely, you know.
Yeah, I'll probably get you on the phone Tuesday afternoon and keep you on it until showtime. So
I don't care. You know, listen. You become one of my favorites. I've been in sports since 2008, and I've met everybody. I've met from the highest, from Richmond, from Italia, from GI Sports to Gino from Valken, and I've met everybody. It's crazy. But then you came along, and I'm like, wow, this guy's just got a big heart, right? This guy's just like an amazing guy, and yeah. And then you bring all your friends, your Bud Orr, your
Dan
who else
Colby, Schloss,
Colby, right? All these guys, and
Mean
then like, dude, and everybody knows. Do you remember at the event? His name was what was his name?
That's what I wanted to ask you. The guy that'd been following me since 1984.
Yes.
What's his name?
Dude,
Dude, what?
Seth. His name is Seth. His name is Seth. His name is Seth because the back of his jersey said the Seth Zilla. His back of his jersey said Seth Zilla, and
I would love to be in contact with that guy.
yeah, I think we're friends on Facebook. I'm gonna find out. Let me look up right now. But basically, you guys. So I met Seth in the parking lot every year that I go to San Luis Obispo. Seth's there, and he came up to me. We started chatting, and he kind of gave me a little bit of a history. He was in the Army. He's done paintball for the Army. Let me just see if I can find out. Anyway, Seth. Oh, dude, there's a lot of depth.
If you get a hold of him, tell him to friend me. I would love to be friends with him. I didn't even know what to say to him. When he started saying that he'd been following me since 1984, it just kind of blew
Seth
me
Howard.
away.
Seth Howard.
Seth Howard.
Seth Howard. Howard. So you guys listen. Oh, dude, he's on the show. He's watching the show.
Get out of Dodge.
Look.
I can't see. There it is.
Dude.
Oh my God.
Look at that. I'm telling you, we were talking about him and his ears. So anyway, what happened was I was talking with him in the parking lot. I got to know him a little bit more. And then he came over to the show and he shook Fred's hand and he said, Fred, I just want to say that I've been following you since, the early 80s. And yeah, I mean, that is something special.
Wow.
So Seth, you're a really cool cat.
Beyond. Yes. Seth, man, you definitely, you got to friend me or I'm going to friend you or we're going to link up somehow. Cause I got something I want to send you, that there's only 100 of these.
Wow.
And that's all that there is. And in fact, yeah, the last couple I gave out, I gave to the charities and, one went for 200, the other went for 225. So,
oh, Mama Mia.
So,
all right.
And Ryan Courtney is watching right now too, David. Ryan's another one of these guys that I think is great for paintball. Always tunes in. It always has something nice to say, and people that have stuff that's nice to say. If I don't like somebody, I just don't talk about them.
I know.
But if I like them, if I like them, I'm going to talk about them all the time, just like I talk about you all the time. So, and you're right in between, Yeah, I like you.
Yeah. And up themselves living.
I'm not too much into people look better than I am, but what the heck,
Fred end up slipping. Listen, that is a coincidence. I think Seth said he's a friend of yours on Facebook. You might want to check that out.
I'm definitely going to do it. Yeah. And because I was going to ask you who he was. So I am definitely, I want to get his address and I got something I want to send to him.
Dude, look at this. He's on the War Boys and we play with the Insane Clown guys. That's amazing. Yeah. He was a really cool cat.
Well, yeah. So Gumby'd probably know him then too,
Yeah.
See what I mean? Cool people attract cool people.
I think maybe Gumby told him that he should watch the show, and that's it. His ears were burning, and there you go. Anyway, It's great to have you on the show, Seth. We should get him on the show, either my show or your show. We should get him on the show.
Well, how about I get hold of him? Let's bring him up on a Christmas show.
Of course you should. That's it, dude. And Seth, if you want to, I don't know if you're in I do a Facebook album called Thank You for Your Service, and I promote all the paintball players, and that all I need is when you were in a picture and your MOS, and I put your pictures up there. And it's kind of a really cool thing a lot of people don't realize how many service people are in our community.
Absolutely right.
And
I really like something that's funny, David. The first time, we're running real long here, everybody. I apologize, but I get talking to this guy. It's kind of hard to stop. But when you had me on your show the first time, and then you are, actually what you were doing is you were really digging into my history. And I told you that I was in the Navy. Well, Dan Colby, he owns Immortal Air, right? He calls me up the next day. He goes, Freddie, I've known you for 30 years and never knew that.
See, that's amazing. Yeah. I love those when I do those shows where I get to do like a bio on the person. And again, like you just said, if you don't like the person, and the same thing with me, if I'm like, like, hey, nice to meet you. But if I'm like super, interested in the person, like you, we did a bio on you, and we got to actually, and people got to actually learn more about you. Dave Odell. Dave Odell was like, I think in special forces in the military. He's just we did a bio on him. He's just an amazing cat. There's so many people that have such great stories. And most of them are just humble. They're just like, I just like to play paintball, and I'm not humble, and I like to get that out of the person. You know what I'm saying? If you saw Lynn's show when I did last week,
Yeah.
you know what? She was a Vietnamese refugee, right? I mean,
Yep.
she was on a boat for 3 weeks with one thing of rice to eat. I mean, she
Yeah,
has
I've
such an
seen that.
amazing thing. But you know what? These people could turn around and be assholes too. Like they
Yeah.
could have had such a bad life. But they don't. Their tough life made them even better people,
Yep.
and they became better people for our community. And that's what I'd like to highlight.
I definitely want you on next week on the Christmas show, and I'm going to reach out to Seth. I think we need to bring Seth on for a few minutes and let him introduce him to the paintball community.
Yeah, yeah.
Period.
He's great. Okay. All right. So
So-
listen, we got to make a date for the cooking show.
Yeah. We'll work
you-
on that for
you'll
sure.
make
I
your
think
chili.
it's going to be cool. I'm going to have Kiko give me a hand with it. Kiko's going to film my.
Oh, he's going to do the hand.
My hands are like delicate instruments when I'm cooking. I mean, it's something that you got to watch. It just
All right.
it even amazes me, and I'm looking at him.
All right.
So it's going to be cool, Dave.
And you can't use a canned chili, okay? No, none of that cans. You got to soak the beans overnight, the whole thing.
Oh crap! I'm right into Plan B already.
Oh my God. All right, you can use canned chili if that's what you want to use. Go for
Yeah.
it. Canned
I
chili.
never told you my last name was Hormel, did I?
Oh my God. Yes. Yeah, you look like Chef Boyardee. Exactly.
Yeah. Right on. Actually, I look like the Ninja Turtle with his shell on backwards.
Oh my God.
So, yeah.
You're giving more cannon fodder to Neb now. He's just like he loves this stuff.
Oh, because Neb's a cool guy. We got some great people still watching. It amazes me, James Stevens from New York. He's
What else are they going to
terrific
do?
kid.
Where else are they going to go? It's the only show right now. Tuesday night. Come on, it's the paintball show. Where are they going to go?
All right, David, it's been great having you on tonight. I'm looking forward to having you on the Christmas show next week, my friend. I'm going to let you say goodbye to everybody real quick.
You always make my day complete. Thank you very much. Anyway, listen, you guys, you can go check out me if you don't know who I am right there. You can just type, you can go shootyousoon.com. It'll take you to my Facebook. And yeah, you guys, I do shows whenever I want to. Just if whatever, just hit me up and say, hey, I want to talk about an event, a field. I've got a charity I want to do, whatever. Just hit me up. We'll do a show about it and we'll promote you. That's what I'm here for. Both of us are here to promote the community. So if you guys don't like us, if Neb doesn't like my skirt, fuck you. It doesn't matter. We're here for the players and to promote the community. Okay, community, whatever. We're here for you guys. That's all I'm saying, and that's
Right
all
on,
we do.
brother. Right on, David. You have a good evening, my friend.
Adios. Bye.
All right, everybody. That was Mr. David Justin. We ran a little long tonight. For that, I apologize. But guys, I got to tell you, when you have guys on, like Gumby and Dennis B and David and Keith, it's kind of hard not just to keep rolling on. If I didn't try to keep my show at an hour, I think I would be talking to these guys well into the morning. Actually, I guess in some places it is well into the morning, but not where I'm at. Okay. So anyhow, my guests were great tonight. I feel kind of bad that Mean Gene didn't jump in, but he must have had some problems tonight. But we'll get Mean Gene on again a different time. That's Mean Gene from autoclockerparts.com. But again, I want to thank Mr. David Reaper Justin for being on tonight, Keith Kiko Man, and Stefan Gumby. I hope I pronounced your name right, Gumby. God, I'm so Sarah Solta. Yeah, I'm going to practice it. I honestly am. I honestly am. And I'm not going to practice it because you're bigger than I am. I'm afraid of you. Well, that might be part of it. But the real reason is I want to just say it right. So, everybody, please, next Tuesday is my Christmas show. Please tune into the Christmas show. Let's show some love. Let's all get together, man, because it's almost Christmas time, all right? So everybody, till next Tuesday evening, 7 o'clock Pacific time, on Facebook, on Flagpole Productions, please play hard, play safe, play fair, but let's get out there and play some paintball, everybody, all right? All right, see if I can get rid of this now. Good evening.